It's time for Real Estate 101 with the Karey Brown team from Realty Executives Preferred Advisors.
Good Sunday morning to you. This is Karey Brown, broker-owner of Realty Executives Preferred Advisors, and you're listening to Real Estate 101. Today I'm here with Kim Schultz, and she manages everythingtopeka.com. Hi, Kim. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you.
So we're going to be talking about this website. I've been following it for a little while, and it's full of great information. You know, everybody tells you, well, there's nothing to do in Topeka, and I know you've heard me say several times that that's just simply not true. But Kim has gone out and gathered this information so that everybody can go and find it. So, Kim, tell us about the website.
Okay. Well, first of all, the website started as an email back in 2006. And our family, we own a couple restaurants, Field of Greens in the break room downtown. And we started collecting email addresses, and we started sending out weekly emails talking about what soups we were having and what the food specials were. And I decided that that was kind of boring. So what I started doing was adding the downtown businesses in our email so that they would actually benefit from our email as well, and it would also give the people that are getting the emails a little bit more to want to open it up and see what was going on. 2006 was really starting the beginning of internet websites and all that stuff when it comes to businesses, getting to where it was more affordable, and a lot of places didn't have websites to go to. So we took it upon ourselves to start this email and include all the downtown businesses. Then from there, we actually added businesses to our website that didn't have their own websites. Mind you, this is all for free. We had multiple people down there that said, internet's it's just a phase. And we don't have the money to put into a website, so we would actually build them a page, or I would build them a page, not a good page because I'm not a web designer, but still getting them out there to add to our page to get more people to come to our page as well. And then after that, people started saying there was nothing going on, and so I went to multiple meetings in my committees and started adding all the events to this email. Now, this email went out to about 1,200 people at the beginning. There was no email server, and so I sent out 25 emails at a time through Cox, copying and pasting, going down and selecting 25 people at a time. Then eventually that didn't work, so I had to get an email thing, and we started moving out to everybody. So my email now had everything on it. Mind you, if you printed it off, it was 72 pages long.
Wow.
That was a lot of stuff. So it had all the attractions, all the bars, all the restaurants, anything like that. And we decided that it was too big for an email, so we're going to move it over to a website, which once again, I'm not a web designer, so it did not look very pretty. But once again, it was just a long 72-page long thing. You had to skim through everything. But our viewership was growing up to about 4,000 people by that time, and then it gets sent out to their friends. A couple years ago, the cost of it, mind you, I don't get paid for this, so the cost of it everything was going up, so now I'm paying $200 a month for eye contact, websites, all this stuff, and I was getting ready to quit, and my friend Gary Pyland, he owns Umbrella, he got a hold of me and he said, no. We have worked too hard. This is something that the community needs. We need to make it pretty. We need to make money. You cannot quit. And so I gave it about a year because I was doing my other jobs. I'm an accountant. And multiple people came up to me all of a sudden one day and was just like, thank you so much for doing this email. I get it. I send it out. People that have purchased properties in Topeka to renovate said the reason I did that is because I get your email and you just remind me every month how amazing Topeka is. So that's when I called Gary. Gary built the new website, everythingtopeka.com. So the Topeka newsletter, which started in 2006, merged in with Everything Topeka. And so there's really kind of three sections of the website now. It's much cooler. You can go around wherever you want to go, search and all that kind of stuff. And I was just very thankful that he gave that tool to me. And so every month I fill it out, well, daily now, trying to keep the people in Topeka informed of what's going on.
So let's talk about what they see whenever they come to the website.
Okay. Well, the first part is the Topeka newsletter. In the Topeka newsletter, this is a source that is free for all businesses that are local to advertise and be part of their section. So if you have a commercial that you have on YouTube, you can send it to me. I upload it on there, and it goes on there free. If you have anything you want to talk about, you send it to me, and it goes on there for free. And that is local businesses only for the Topeka newsletter. I do have currently, I have 9, and I expect to have a few more all-star writers. Those are people in the community that are in different areas of business that actually write different stories and different things, whether it has to do with their profession or it has to do with their personal life. You get to know these people and how they actually function, live, and love Topeka as well. The second part is where we list all the businesses. So you can fill out the business profile. You fill out the business profile, and then I make sure that you are listed in the right categories. You might have a couple categories, and that listing is free. The only charge for that is if you want to add your logo, your website, and some extra information. It's a couple $100, like $200 or $300 a year to do that. But you don't have to. But you can search dining. If you need a place to have a meeting, I have events and meeting places on there. There's a couple hundred of those places you probably wouldn't even think about, because I've been gathering information for 10 years. And if you need a plumber, anything like that, you can go to that website. Photographers. I have a page that's just for like direct sales, or like it used to be home parties. They're not so much home parties anymore as for doing things on Facebook and promoting stuff like that. But you can go on there. So if you need to find who does Avon or who sells candles or whatever, I have a list of those. And once again, that's free to be listed on the website with your company, your name, and your phone number. And the third part, which is the largest part, is the community calendar. The community calendar is compiled of over 287 businesses in Topeka that actually do events or classes or meetings, speakers, and stuff like that are open to the public. That information is given to me through emails. They send it to me. I send out a reminder every month, or they pay so much a month, and I will make sure that I go to their website and their Facebook page, and I download all that information into my calendar, putting it into one calendar. Facebook events, I put the link in there so it'll take them to your Facebook event. That way, you change something, they go to your event, and they can keep an eye on that. And besides classes, you've got where there's different sections, and you can actually pick your section now. So you can do daily specials. I have all the daily specials. So if you're a restaurant, you can submit those. You can find out where the happy hours are. And most of that time, that's me like just calling businesses and saying, what are you guys doing? And then if they don't have them, I'm actually trying to convince them to have them. Because if you sign up to get my email, you can sign up on the website. Every Wednesday, you get an email from me telling you what's going on that weekend and giving you all the dinner specials and all that kind of stuff in an email. And that's pretty popular. That goes out to about 7,000 people now.
Let's talk about what would make this site easier for you. So what would you need from local businesses or people that are hosting events and things like that?
Well, the first thing that any business, local, corporate, or whatever in Topeka needs to do is go to the website and fill out the business profile. I have about 400 so far, and there's probably about 5,000 businesses in Topeka. I know we have 327 restaurants, just restaurants, and I probably have I think I have 19 of them. And so you fill out that business profile, and that's going to get you on the list so that we can keep in contact with you and send you out that reminder to tell me, hey, what's going on, or if you change your specials, or allowing me to make sure that your information is even on the website and that it's correct, because the information I have could have been from 5 years ago and you might have moved. A lot of the construction companies or I see the trucks drive by me, like the lawn cares and all that stuff. I have a page for those. I am nonstop asked about referrals. The other day, someone just got engaged and wanted engagement photos. Who do I refer? I just give them the page, and the page has a list of people. Not all of them have even filled out the business profile because they're from my information before, but they're also lower down, and I might not even have your correct phone number. So filling out that business profile is a huge first step in helping you promote your business, and that's what we're there for.
So you don't endorse anybody; they're putting their information on there. So
correct. Yeah, I don't. The only time that I would tell someone who to use is if I have used you personally, because I would never. My website is just a referral. It is up to you. So if, like someone said the other day, hey, I need a plumber, I watched that on Facebook and I went through and I make sure that anybody that listed a plumber on there, I go and I add that to my website. And it's a referral. It's up to you. And what I would do is I would take that page and I would share it on Facebook and say, hey, I need a plumber. Here's a list of them. Who do you suggest would be good out of this list? And then let your friends tell you. But I give everybody the chance. I don't sell any information. No one else gets the information. It could be used for other things, but those are things that I'm working on. That is personally through me, because that list is my list for everythingtopeka.com, which it could have a value, but I don't want people getting spammed with a bunch of stuff. If they're getting something, it is from me. It might be a different company, but I've got like 4. So,
with a lot of people having Facebook, I know that that's a really popular place to find things. And we were just talking about putting events out there and putting all the information, and you go out and you extract that information and use that also. So let's talk about all of the different places that you use it, so people know, those are being looked at if you're giving Kim the information to find it.
Correct. The biggest thing is, if you have a business, Facebook events are very important, especially since they just released the new app on your phone that you can get. Because that app is going to also tell you what's going on in the community, but it's telling you what's going on through Facebook events. And so when you're filling out those events, you need to make sure that everything is accurate, but you also give some details where it says description. Put something in there, because when I go to the website or I go to Facebook and I pull that information, I copy and paste that description onto my website. And so if you have entertainment or you have something going on, or if there's a fee or something like that, you want to make sure that you've put it down in that description. You want the time in that description, because I'm not pulling the time from that. What people don't realize is that tons of people have Facebook, but there's over 40% of the population do not have Facebook. And so they have the internet, and so they can get on my website, but they're not going through Facebook. But I'm using that information to populate my website. Also, when you're doing your posters and stuff, a lot of people do headers and they put their posters up at the top of that event. And I go to pull it off, I have a billboard section in the Topeka newsletter that I take that poster and I can post it in there as for events. And I go to pull it, and there's no location, there's no time, it doesn't have it, because when you're making that poster, you're assuming that they're seeing it only on your Facebook page. And that's not true all the time. In the internet, when people are searching for something and you've named that picture, Grunge Band 24, and someone says, I want to know where Grunge Band 24 is, they search it up, it's going to pull that picture up just in a search thing. And they might not go to your Facebook or your website to see it, but they're going to pull that poster up, and there's going to be no information. So those are very important things that people, when making a Facebook event, need to think that it's just not going to be seen on Facebook.
So join us again after a word from our sponsors, where we'll be talking a little bit more about some new marketing that these guys are putting together.
This is Stephen Parkin at Invista Credit Union. Purchasing a home is one of the most exciting and important decisions someone can make. Let me tell you why Invista is the best choice for financing your new home purchase. First, quick pre-approval process. Our fast decision-making gives you the power to act quickly and make an offer on your dream home. Second, local servicing. We service your mortgage in-house. You won't get a long-distance runaround, but a committed professional whose only job is to help you. Third, experienced team. We are dedicated to simplifying the process and educating you through the home buying process. Come by Invista. It's okay to dream. In fact, it's encouraged. We are your home buying partner. Give us a call at 785-228-0149.
Southwest Topeka has a good neighbor. State Farm agent Jim Garrison, now at 29th and Urish. If your current insurance situation has you going around in circles, get off the roundabout and stop in and meet Jim and his wonderfully efficient staff. Let Jim Garrison give you a quote and make the Garrison comparison. He's confident that with State Farm's competitive rates, the right coverage, and his unmatched service, you'll want to make him your new insurance agent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there, and Jim Garrison is there for you, northeast of the roundabout at 29th and Urish.
Thanks for joining us again. This is Karey Brown, broker-owner of Realty Executives Preferred Advisors, and you're listening to Real Estate 101. I'm back with Kim Schultz. Kim is the manager. She's the owner of EverythingTopeka.com. Before the break, we were talking about all the different places that you could put information and how you can share your events and all those different things. So it's a free platform. Obviously, there are additional places to get more information for a paid service, but for the most part, it's free.
Yep.
So now we're going to talk about a new initiative that you guys are putting together. It's called Branding, Advertising, Marketing, which is BAM for short.
Mm-hmm.
Know why before you buy. So let's talk about that.
Okay, well, I've been doing some research, and some other people have been doing some research about businesses understanding branding, advertising, and marketing. And we felt that a lot of the business owners are kind of out of the loop. Things are changing so much. You know, when I went to school at Washburn, and I took my marketing class, there was no internet, and there was no Facebook, and there was no such thing as social media. So when you're dealing with people who are currently not in those classes, and they don't really understand it, so they're kind of with the old school, and it's kind of like, we don't like change, but they use it, they don't really fully understand it. And I don't even fully understand it all the time. That's why I have my friends who, you know, keep me informed of all the changes. And so we decided, some friends of mine, we decided that with all of our companies that we're joining together, and we want to educate all businesses. It doesn't matter which business. We want to start keeping them informed on branding, advertising, and marketing. And this is for any business, anywhere. So we came up with a new monthly meeting that will start sometime this year called BAM, Know Why Before You Buy. Because it is very easy for people to come in and tell you how awesome something's going to be, and being new in a business or even being old in a business, you say, oh, okay, because you don't really understand what they're talking about, but you believe them. Each business has a different marketing scheme. Each business should be advertised differently, and there is no cookie cutter for doing this, and we need to make sure people are informed and educated on why you want to brand, how to advertise, and what is involved in marketing your business. So we've come up with a seminar that will be this summer called BAM, Know Why Before You Buy. We will be selling that out probably in February. Once we get everything down, we're hoping to have it at TPAC. We're bringing in specialists to talk and do breakout sessions. And then after that's completed, we will continue a monthly meeting, which will actually be live streamed to help you understand and answer the questions that you have. So you'll be able to join this new group at a nominal fee, but you'll have access to these meetings on your computer so that you don't actually have to attend it, because one of the problems that we see is that you're a business owner or marketing and we're having lunch meetings, you're a restaurant, you can't be there. You have a meeting over here, you can't be there because you're busy. So with the way we're doing this, you'll be able to watch it at any free time. I mean, if that's possible to have free time as a business owner.
No kidding. So that I'm clear and everybody else is clear, what kind of things are you going to be talking about specifically in this class, and who's going to be contributing?
Okay, so for the BAM conference this summer, we are going to bring in specialists to actually talk to you about branding strategies, marketing strategies, and possibly have people in there talking about different businesses and what kind of advertising they would have. We also have Washburn Small Business. They'll be there for anyone who's coming to this seminar that hasn't opened their business yet, but they want to get ahead of the game and they're thinking about possibly opening a business, or they're getting ready to maybe do that. You can go meet with them and find out what the Washburn Small Business has to offer. We'll have breakout sessions. So we'll kind of divide you depending on how many people we have and what the variety of people that we have. We'll put you in different sections. We'll let you choose that. And then we're also going to bring in people and businesses that can help your businesses. So you'll be able to go to booths and, you know, whether they're going to be doing commercials or T-shirts, maybe you need someone to do your IT. We'll have different people in there that you'll actually get to meet. That's part of our group that we all want to work together to help small businesses survive.
I know with research that I've done for Realty Executives, which is my company, there are so many different platforms, but with Facebook, there are only so many people that actually see that. Are you guys going to go into like Twitter? Because Twitter, everybody sees it.
We'll actually be talking about all formats of whether it's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and then how to use those effectively. How can you be seen? For instance, Facebook currently, and everything changes, but currently Facebook Live is where to go. If you're going to do something, Facebook Live shows everybody that you're online and you're live. It does not discriminate. Then on Facebook, once again, if you pay to have your ad sponsored, you put a little money into it, it's going to roll in people's feeds, as opposed to it doesn't really roll into their feeds as much if you don't sponsor it. So that's kind of where the money is. But we've had a video where we sponsored $100. We had 27,000 people watch a video. So those are the things that we're going to be talking about is when do you want to sponsor something? How much do you really need? What's important that? And then when it comes to like Twitter and stuff like that, what are the key words that you need to use? Because wording on a website and all that stuff is very important when it comes to the algorithms of how the internet works. It picks up certain things. Facebook will pick up certain words, and if it sees that word, nobody will see it. I've done experiments myself because I have 3,000 friends on Facebook. My friends on Facebook they are owners of businesses. They know that my Facebook is marketing. It's not my personal. It's all marketing. My personal one is marketing. And I will put things out there just to see. And if I don't have somebody that likes it within 5 minutes, nobody will like that and nobody sees it. So then I have to call people and say, go do your thing. And I do research on this. Nobody sees it. I can copy and paste it. Redo it, change a couple words, take the link off of it to the picture, and within 2 seconds, I have 20 people that like it. So it's kind of teaching people for them to think, well, all I need is a Facebook page. That is incorrect. You have to have a website. And a lot of people don't get that. So that's what the seminar is going to be explaining to people that, yes, Facebook is great and Facebook is free, but you've got to have some sort of a website.
Absolutely. Speaking of websites, it's everythingtopeka.com.
Yes.
And if you're looking to buy or sell, we have all of Northeast Kansas on ours. So be sure and check that out. It's NE Kansas kansashomes.com. Just had to plug that real quick. So if, speaking of those particular words, what would be an example of a word that it would plug it to where you wouldn't be able to see it?
Well, the one that I used on mine was net neutrality. Before the FCC was getting rid of it, I made a comment about net neutrality and nobody saw it. And so I took that word out and I spelled it differently and I spelled it wrong, and people who didn't know how to spell neutrality started liking my post. I don't know how that worked, but that was like my latest experiment was with that. When they were doing the healthcare thing, trying to do it, people kept saying that if you say congratulations, that Facebook actually pushes that out there a little bit more because they think it's a positive thing, so you congratulate somebody. I just think that you should watch whatever you put on Facebook. If you have a Facebook page, you can see how many people have seen it. And so you might want to interact with them and get something that gets more people to get involved. With a Facebook page, if they don't go to that Facebook page so often, then it just falls out of their timeline of that you posted something. So you need to figure out how to keep them engaged, and that would be a sponsored ad, because once they do a sponsored ad, they click it, now they're interested again, and it brings them back up to getting what they need to. And that's today. Tomorrow it could totally change, and that's kind of why we want to continue BAM monthly, because as those things change, when Facebook Live is no more, what's going to be next? Well, people know that, and we need to know it ahead of time as opposed to 10 minutes before it's out, going to go out the door.
So for an example, I know, should you have gone on eBay or Amazon Prime or something like that, and you've clicked a certain shirt, and all of a sudden it's showing up in your Facebook feed, and you're like seeing it everywhere. Those type of algorithms are things that you should learn as a business owner too.
That, and that if you have Facebook on your phone, Facebook listens to everything you talk about, even in your telephone conversations. People don't understand how it works, but when you say, I'm giving you access to my microphone, that is your phone. So here's an example. My friend called and told me that he had bought a suit and at JCPenney's. And we were talking about a suit, and I'm on speakerphone talking to him, and I'm on Facebook just scrolling through, multitasking like I always do. And he told me that in December he was going back to JCPenney's and getting these black shoes with 2 buckles on them, and they would match his suit. I'm not thinking anything of it, and I go and I thumb my little Facebook to go up to the top, and his shoes popped up on my Facebook, the exact pair of shoes. Now, I had not searched it. He had said it out loud on speakerphone, so I took a copy of it and I sent it. Well, for the next month, I had shoes with 2 buckles popping up on my Facebook, and I had never even searched for them.
So you need to have people talking about you, and that way you'll show up on Facebook.
Exactly.
Thank you, Kim, so much for joining us on the radio. And again, everythingtopeka.com. And if they would want to get a hold of you so that they could send you their information, what should they do?
The email address is topekanewsletter@gmail.com. That's my email address. If you're sending me stuff that you would like for me to put on the website, that's the site. That's the one of my emails that I go to.
Okay. And if you're looking to buy or sell, our email is preferredadvisorsteam@gmail.com. You can also call us at 785-213-5188. And again, visit our website at nekansashomes.com.
Thank you for listening to Real Estate 101 with the Karey Brown team from Realty Executives Preferred Advisors. Tune in again next Sunday at 11 o'clock for Real Estate 101.